And so what we created was the opportunity for individuals to rent these on-demand portable batteries that are, applicable with any cell phone, so Apple or Android. And the way it works, you download your mobile application, and then you're able to find our kiosk machine.
Hi, I'm Terrell Turner, the host of the Business Talk Library, and today I have Desmond Wiggins on. How are you doing, Desmond?
I am well blessed and just feeling good, man.
Awesome. Now, your business came across my feed, and when I saw it, I was like, man, this is definitely a great business that I think you're definitely hitting on something that's very important and vital to people. But it's not a business that you see all the time. So tell us a little bit about, your business and your background.
Yeah, totally. So I am the CEO and co-founder of a company called BatteryXChange. And what we do is we're a rental platform that provides like on-demand portable batteries, right? So you think about it, literally everybody in America has a cell phone, right? In essence, there's so much access to the things and people that matter to us most. And so without that connection, what is life? And so in essence, we found a way to emulate some of the sharing economy. So you think about the bird scooter concept or the Lime scooters that you see around the city. Individuals want convenience and they want mobility. And so in essence, we saw within the charging industry that it was so limited. Individuals needed to carry this cord around looking for an outlet, and then you had to be there. And so what we created was the opportunity for individuals to rent these on-demand portable batteries that are, applicable with any cell phone, so Apple or Android. And the way it works, you download your mobile application, and then you're able to find our kiosk machine. You get a portable battery, and then you rent it for as long as you want, and you have autonomy to travel as far as you want. And then once you're finished, you just drop it off. So similar to like a Redbox even model or deal, but again, we just saw the huge demand, the need for people to keep their cell phone charged and to be connected to these communities. We said, why not add a solution to that? My background, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. I was just saying awesome, man. That definitely
Yeah.
sounds like a great concept to come up with. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's been amazing. And my team, we're 7 deep. Me and my co-founder started it about two and a half years ago. And what's crazy is we were actually in mainland China. So just a little bit about my background. I have an MBA. I did some international business studying. So I was in a city called Zhengzhou, but I worked in Beijing and Shanghai. And then now we do some work in the Shenzhen area as well. So international business, manufacturing. And before that, I was in a sales and marketing role with Pepsi. So did that and just learned so much as just far as like thinking from a corporate, Fortune 500 company, and then to now being in like the startup world. I still think there was a lot that I learned from that time, but I'm a real big advocate on getting individuals in technology. So I also do work with organizations such as like Black Tech Charlotte in the Charlotte ecosystem, which just pretty much focuses on getting Black and brown people in technology. So those are like a little bit, my background stems in so many different realms, but that's a little bit about it.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, what really sparked your attention, like got your focus on, hey, you know what? This battery solution is where I want to spend my time.
Mhm. Well, honestly, we knew that we could potentially be bigger than just batteries one day, and we felt that getting into the space of just being high demand product, which is your cell phone, there was a way for us to build an ecosystem there. And I think that there's a lot of opportunities and inconveniences currently in the way we do things, that why not add this solution, be of value to people, and then continue to add additional solutions. So honestly, it was just a perfect game plan in a real organic way. The concept and idea came from me and my co-founder being in that inconvenience of having a lower dead battery. And we're just like, man, enough is enough. We're tired of it. Like, let's figure something out. And then, fast forward now, and that's what we have with BatteryXChange.
And I think that that's pretty cool because, I mean, for many businesses, many entrepreneurs, I mean, your phone becomes kind of like your office. I
Yep.
mean,
Yep.
that's how you're running your business. So it's like you can't afford to have a low battery. Whereas, maybe at some point in the past, the cell phone was seen more as a accessory. Now it is like an essential to like you running your
Lifeline.
life.
Yeah. Totally.
Now, I did see a video where I guess you did I think you were at an event where I saw like several testimonials. So tell us a little bit about how you've been marketing and getting the product out there and getting people introduced to it.
Yeah. So I think you're talking about we did a pretty big event down in Atlanta. It's called BYOB. Couple thousand millennial professionals, individuals that are entrepreneurs that obviously rely on their cell phone as well. The first year of our company, we focused on, just being in those environments that individuals would, in essence, run into this inconvenience. So everything from conferences to conventions to sporting events. We did a big event with partnering with the Super Bowl down in Miami this past Super Bowl, which was amazing, right? The Chiefs fans went crazy. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But those environments, bar crawls, festivals, again, like individuals are spending several hours there. They're trying to get all this social content on their Instagram or their Facebook, and they're, texting their friends and doing all this. And that whole time their battery is draining and they don't have time to hover over an outlet. So literally that was our go to market for about a year. And obviously COVID hit and events just depleted, right? So luckily for us, we're still able to maneuver. And so right now we're really focused on the small business space. So bars, coffee shops, and later on, some smaller events. We're still looking to be of value there. And we're actually launching a new product that I think is going to be totally valuable to the whole social distancing side, because it's a new way for accessing information on these digital screens that we're coming out with on our product. So that's something to look forward to in the future as well.
All right, awesome. I mean, you built the anticipation for us on what this new product's going to be.
Right.
When,
Oh
when,
man,
do
just wait, just wait.
when can we expect the release date on that one?
Man, so we're over the next month, man. Over the next
Okay.
month or so, we'll be testing it internally some more. And then, next 2 months we should have it out in the market. And, would love for individuals to go out and try it and be like, man, I remember that guy, the battery exchange guy. This is him.
Also. So, where can people find your business online, and where can they find, follow your story, the things you're posting, the things you're doing? Where can they find you?
Yeah, so I'm pretty active on social, on a personal and in the company as well. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, personal, it's worldwide waves underscore, and then battery exchange underscore for the company as well. But yeah, we're super active on there. I just got back on Twitter, so I've been talking a lot on there. But I always love to share the entrepreneurial journey and just things that people need to be, really just understand, and do the same on Instagram as well.
Okay, awesome. So before we wrap up, I have two questions when you mentioned the entrepreneurial journey. The first one is, as an entrepreneur that's building something from the ground up, kind of what are some things you've done to kind of manage and, keep that, balance in your business life plus your personal life, and then just kind of taking care of yourself?
Yeah, man. So self-care is huge as an entrepreneur. I will say on the front end, I failed a lot, quote unquote, right? Like this is my fourth startup. It's not my first go around. So from those other three, I just learned so much. Learned about team dynamics, learned about business modeling, learned about pitching to investors, like all these different things to now be at a point to where I feel like confident and like my success is based off of like a lot of what I learned, right? And so I'm really understanding and being intentional in that. And then on the back end, self-care is huge for me. So I feel like, just really having somewhat of a balance, like even what I do to start my day each and every day.
Mhm.
About an hour of it before even touching my phone is catered and centered around me, just being balanced, whether that's meditation, whether that's doing some reading or just like the
Gotcha.
spiritual connection. So that's been important. And then just really understanding what's important in life Business, literally, we could get it to the point to where it could be 24 hours of my day if I wanted it to. But I do have a family, and I do want to be a part of their life too. So it's just really knowing when to turn off and turn on this whole business thing, and just being present when you can. Like, I'm super busy, so I can't be there every time with my family, but when I am, I just try to be present. And again, this is something I'm still growing in. So I think those are like 2 or 3 of the things that I would say to any entrepreneur, just to, somewhat get through this time.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then the last one is, what's one piece of wisdom that you've picked up in your entrepreneurial journey that you're like, hey, entrepreneurs should definitely learn and pay attention to this lesson?
Honestly, this is going to be a more intangible thing, to be honest. I typically give like tangible, hey, do this, type that. But I feel like just really getting to the point of realizing that you have enough and you are enough. And I think once you get to that level, no matter what limited resources you have, you're going to make it happen, and it's just like, I think I had to grow, and still growing in this space, to where it's just like, man, these are the cards that are dealt. I'm going to just use it to my advantage still, right? And I'm still going to meet these goals and meet these people and put myself out there and do what I have to do. And then on another standpoint, I would just say really investing in yourself on a, time wise. I think we always hear like, I think it's like 10,000 hours is what you have to put in order to be like an expert. Like, you really got to put in that time, like an expert in your industry. I always talk about modeling and looking at other industries or business models, because you never know what you can learn and what could be applicable to your business. So those are just a few things that I would just really want any entrepreneur to kind of focus on in order to be successful.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Desmond, thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for sharing the wisdom. We'll definitely add those links so people can follow the story of your business, and keep up the great work. And like I said, we're definitely cheering at the Business Talk Library. We're cheering for you. So yeah, definitely keep up the great work.
My pleasure,
Thanks
man.
for tuning in to the Business Talk Library. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to click the subscribe button and follow us on all social media platforms as the Business Talk Library.